Mr. Filmstock here, back with another review video. The Nun 2 is a 2023 horror film directed by Michael Chaves, who directed The Curse of La Llorona and The Conjuring: The Devil Made Me Do It. The screenplay is by Ian Goldberg, Richard Nang, and Akila Cooper, with a story by Akila Cooper. It stars Taissa Farmiga as Sister Irene, and this film is set 4 years after the events of the very first movie. And this time, once again, Sister Irene once again comes face to face with the demon, Valak, at a boarding school in France, and she must do all she can to stop this demon once again. The opening sequence in this film is absolutely astronomically amazing. The silhouettes of the nun and the shadowy figures, what you see in the darkness and what you don't see, your eyes and your mind playing tricks on you. It's the best opening sequence in a supernatural horror film that I have seen in a very long time. The way it opens is that the nun Valak burns a priest, and a young boy witnesses it. And it's just really interesting because how it's done is that the holy water is there. When you walk into a church, you bless yourself with the holy water. It's boiling and evaporates. As the smoke goes up, smoke clears, and you see the demon in the shadows and just going crazy. Now, the reason this nun is back and the story is really, really good. I absolutely loved how the story continued 4 years after the events of the first one, because you thought, she used the blood of Christ, she killed the demon, how could it be back? Well, Frenchie is back, and Maurice is back as well, and that character plays a big role in it. Now, if you remember, he was possessed at the end of the first movie, which is how the nun is back in this one. Not only that, this is a sequel to The Nun, and this serves as the 9th installment in the Conjuring universe franchise. Being a sequel and being the 9th film in a franchise entry is really, really a hit or miss. This was a big, big home run. Every aspect of it was great. The trailers are very deceiving than what you see in the final aspect of what this film actually is. There are scenes in the trailer that are scenes in here, but they twist it around. It's not what you think it is. There are interesting images in this. There's not many jump scares, but it's psychological scares. There is a scene with a goat, the devil, or whatever these girls at the boarding school call it, that it's just, you could tell it's practical effects. And when it's running toward you, it's absolutely frightening and scary. I did not expect that at all. And basically, the nun is going to different parts of Europe as it spans and explained. It's going west, but it's killing certain people. And the reason it's doing that is because it wants something. It wants a relic. And when it has this relic, it will gain all the power it needs to reform again. And it's really interesting how it's done, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. The pacing is good, and the story moves it along. Once you find out why Valak is back, once you find out why Sister Irene has to do what she has to do, it's really good. Taissa Farmiga is absolutely phenomenal as an actress, and it shows 100% in this. Now, when you see the promotional posters, the marketing posters for this movie, you see that Valak has eyes. She has yellow eyes. There's a reason for that, and they play it into this film, and it's absolutely mind-blowing and fantastic. There are images in here you didn't expect. There are things that, oh, when someone's standing, there's an open kind of, I want to say, background. You're drawn to that right away, and the eye does not let go. Michael Chaves directed a phenomenal movie, and I want to say this is actually better than the first film. Not because of what the basis of the story is. It's because of the nun, Valak. She was not in the first movie at all that much. But within 30 to 45 minutes, she was in more scenes in this film than she was in the entirety of the first film. I mean, she was even in The Conjuring 2 more so as well, because that's when we were first introduced to her. She is prone, and we see her a lot, and we just see the images, and it's just scary. It's justified why she came back, why she's back, and hopefully that's how it is. That's how it goes on. but it's really done so well. And Akilah Cooper, who wrote *Malignant* and Megan or M. Thregan, is really, really synonymous at writing horror. And I feel like she's definitely someone to watch out for in the years to come. If there is a Nun 3, I'm curious to see how the story is going to go. And if it continues the Conjuring universe in a way, I'm curious to see how that goes. There is a mid-credit scene that is great to see, and I feel like it's going to push everything forward. What will it be? We don't know, but it was really good to see how the second movie was absolutely mind-blowingly brilliant, and it's very rare that a sequel, a horror sequel, is good and better than the first movie, and this was that. This is probably the best horror movie of 2023, and I mean that, especially with the supernatural feel to it, the psychological aspect and feel to it, and even the girls at the boarding school, the young actresses, they're also really good as well. The minor characters are also really good, and Bonnie Aarons as Valak the nun, fantastic. She just has that face for it, and it just really works. And Peter Safran and James Wan return as producers for this movie, and I mean, it's just, it's the icing on a cake that when you go into it, you're like, oh, what am I going to expect? Well, you're going to expect a horror movie that you didn't expect to be good, and this is good. Watch it, you'll love it. I enjoyed it, and there are scenes in here that blew me away. And the end credit scenes are just black and white with images, and it's just very creepy. They capture the essence of creepiness so well that it just leaves you wanting more. This will be a big hit, and word of mouth will get this movie going. It's absolutely fun. For me, The Nun 2 gets 5 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about The Nun 2. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the aspect of the story? Did you like the idea of how they brought the nun back? Did you like that she was going after this one certain relic? Did you like the explanation of it? How do you think Taissa Farmiga did as Sister Irene? And did you like that this film took place 4 years after the events of the first movie? How do you think the directing was? Do you think it was better than the first one? And do you think the story and the writing by Akilah Cooper was the best you've seen in the Conjuring universe? And where would you rate this in the Conjuring universe franchise of movies rankings? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new review videos on my channel. I will see you all in the next review video. I'm Mr. Filmstock, and thank you for tuning in.